Alright guys, here I'm back with my WWE Raw review for the 5th of the 12th, 2016 guys. What can I say about this last episode of Raw really? It was filler. Like the entire show felt so damn filler. I didn't care about... The only thing I cared about on this last episode of Raw was the main event and the hotel segment with Enzo, Lana, and Rusev. Like, you know, those guys just fucking killed it, man. But apart from those two things, I didn't care about this Raw. So I'm gonna skip through the bad things. So we open up Raw with Seth Rollins coming out. This wasn't bad. I thought, yeah, great. Seth Rollins is coming out with a promo, and he's coming out and cutting a promo on Triple H and starting this Triple H and Seth Rollins feud. So he basically talks about the one way he's going to get Triple H to fight him at some point is for him to win the Universal title off KO. Then he says some stuff about KO and Jericho, and then KO comes out and KO has put Rollins in a match against the Big Show. Yes, the return of the Big Show, the guy who turns face or heel I don't know how many times. So he comes out of him and Seth Rollins have the first match of the night. It was a typical Big Show match. Nothing really happens really. Big Show gets himself counted out and turns face again. Chokeslams KO, and that was it really. And then Seth Rollins would pedigree KO, and that was it really. Backstage, KO and Jericho are still having more tension backstage. You had a segment where KO's like, "Are we still friends, Chris? Because you've gone a bit quiet on me, and I don't know if we're still friends." Then Jericho saying, "No, we're not cool, man. Like, I'm sick of you interfering. You didn't help me in the parking lot brawl last week." And then KO's like, "I'm gonna fix it, man. Tonight, you are gonna have a title match against Roman Reigns." And then Jericho's like, "I still don't care. Whatever you do, I'm not interested in what you do. You're still trying to screw me over." So obviously they're still continuing. They're still week by week. I do like one reason. The one thing I do like with the WWE is the last couple of weeks they have been just slowly planting those seeds for a KO and Jericho feud at WrestleMania. Just slowly, just planting them week by week. When you think they've broken up, they just hug, and then. But this week they didn't hug or anything. They just fucking were bitching, and I like that how they're slowly building this feud. And in my opinion, if we're booking this feud like we are now, going to WrestleMania, just think how great this feud's going to be come WrestleMania season, when you have this great video package of how these two guys used to be former best friends and now bitter enemies. Just think about that, man. I don't know if it's going to be for the title or not, but if it's for the title, even better. And then we had Cedric Alexander versus some jabroni. I don't care about him. Cedric Alexander versus TJ Perkins. I think Cedric went over. Don't care about the cruiserweights. They bore me to death. Like I said, the WWE creative team have totally destroyed these dudes. And then we had Jack Galloway. I don't know what the hell you say his name. I don't know. Jack Gallagher. Yeah, that's his name. Jack Gallagher versus this other jabroni. Jack Gallagher went over. Then he got attacked by this fucking jabroni anyway. And then that was it. Like, they brought in a new cruiserweight from the Cruiserweight Classic, and I don't care about the dude. Like, okay, I've never seen him wrestle. I've never heard of the damn dude. So, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter how many times the WWE tried to get me invested into the cruiserweights by showing me a different cruiserweight. I'm not interested. Because you buried these guys. I've told you weeks and weeks ago that you should have, put them on first on Raw. Maybe had them let them have a cruiserweight match. Let them have a cruiserweight match on the pre-show or something like that to get the crowd hyped for the cruiserweights. But no, Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn think they know everything, and they think that, hey, let's put the cruiserweights in the middle of the show where everybody gets bored at that point. Well done, Vince and Kevin Dunn. Well done, guys. Well done for burying the cruiserweights. You've done it again, Vince. Well done, Kevin Dunn. Anyway, then we get a women's match between Alicia Fox versus Bayley, and apparently they're feuding over Cedric Alexander, who has a crush on Cedric Alexander. This is the big feud that Bailey and Bailey and Alexa. What am I saying? Bailey and fucking Alicia Fox are feuding over now. Yes, that is right. They're feuding over a fucking guy. So there you go. Bailey went over. I don't care about the match. I'm sorry, I'm a Bailey fan, but just don't care about the match. I don't care about the story. If this is a feud that's going to go into a roadblock or a Royal Rumble, don't care about it. Then we got, this is where we got to the good stuff. So we have Enzo and Big Kaz backstage, and they're talking, and then they hear Rusev and Lana arguing about shit. Then Lana just throws a wedding ring, and Enzo comforts her and stuff. Then we get to Big Kaz challenging Rusev to a match, and then that was all a plan because Rusev never showed up. We get to the hotel scene, this was the best part of Monday Night Raw. Lana's like, she kind of suggests Enzo to come into the hotel room, and then basically Rusev's there all along. It was a plan. He basically attacks fucking Enzo, and I heard Rusev say, it's time for the spot where I hit you over the head with the glass. Well, I hit you over the head with the glass. I heard that. Like, I don't know if any of you guys heard that, where Rusev said, you gotta hit me with, well, it was like Enzo, he said, like, you gotta hit me with a glass. Like, I don't know, like, if you play that back on Raw, that segment, you would hear it. I don't know if you can hear it on WWE's YouTube channel, maybe it edited it at this point, but you can hear it. That's what I heard anyway. Then you got to, what else? And then you had a tag team match. You had, Anderson and Gallows versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the number contenders match for the New Day's tag titles. Don't care about it. It was a decent match. What was the point of having this match if nobody was the number contender? In my opinion, if you want to, I think the best way to go around this is basically after the New Day tie Demolition's record, and then after that, just make it a triple threat for Roadblock, and then let Sheamus and Cesaro go over, man. It's simple, man. Simple booking, man. And then you had Jericho versus Reigns. This was a real good match here. Jericho tries to go for a code breaker, but a lot of go back and forth and stuff. Roman Reigns hits the spear because KO and Jericho were arguing, and Reigns retains his title. Then we had KO versus Sami Zayn. I wasn't really feeling a KO versus Sami Zayn match. I know a lot of you people say, why? What the hell? Why are you not feeling a KO and Sami Zayn match? I just wasn't. I just think because listen, here's a guy that was watching Ring of Honor when KO and El Generico were feuding in Ring of Honor. And I've seen those matches, and I've seen the matches in the WWE they've had in the past. And when I saw this match last night, I was like, whatever. Because I know what Sami Zayn and the Kevin Owens can do when they're both in the ring table. We all know what they can do. They can do fucking magic. But the WWE just kind of like rush these two guys together and just, hey, let KO go over. I didn't mind that. What I don't like is how Sami Zayn's getting buried on Raw. Like, this is fucking a joke. Here's a guy that has been around the indies for so many years. He's a talented wrestler who got on the mic, entertaining as fuck, over his head with a fucking audience, and you do not push this motherfucker? Are you serious, WWE? I mean, what the hell? I would love to be in a creative meeting on Monday Night Raw. I would just love to just sit in one of those meetings and listen to these bright ideas what Kevin Dunn and the Vince McMahon has. Like, they must sit there going, you know what would be good if we bury Sami Zayn and bury the Cruiserweights and bury all these other wrestlers like a Cesaro because they're boring. Really, Vince? Really, Kevin Dunn? I didn't call you Kevin Owens, but Kevin Dunn. Really? Anyways, get to the main event. So Charlotte and Flair, their segment. Basically, Charlotte's trying to act like she's a good kid and stuff, and she didn't mean to get rid of Flair back in a couple months ago. Then Flair buys into this, and then basically Charlotte's saying it was just a lie and stuff. She's pissed off that Flair raised Sasha's hand. Then Flair cries in the corner because he got slapped by Charlotte. Then Sasha comes out to make the save, but she gets her ass fucking whooped right there. And this got really Charlotte over, because Charlotte hasn't been over the last couple of weeks, I don't think, in my opinion. But in my opinion, Charlotte was fucking over those fucking boos, man. I'm gonna say, like, Charlotte really turned the fucking heel heat up tonight, man. Gotta say, she was fucking awesome there. I think Charlotte's probably best promo that she cut, really, in my opinion. Like, I think she cut a good promo. A lot of people don't like Charlotte, but I think she's an awesome wrestler. And her as a heel, man, she just shows some good heel stuff on Raw. And yeah, that was the end of Raw, guys. So that is my WWE Raw review, guys, for the 5th of the 12th, 2016, guys. What do you guys think of this last episode of Raw? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Right out.